G'day my lovelies, and I welcome you back to another week and another episode. You clicked on the video, you know what this is, you know what we're doing. We're doing your favorite, my favorite, everyone's favorite. We're back with KingCobraJFS. We're watching him make cheesy pasta. And as we know, Cobra, like every time there's cheese involved, there's gonna be peanut butter. It's predictable. I'm just excited to see how he's going to screw this up because there's no doubt about it. It's going to go colossally wrong. Yeah, let's just get into it.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm making some pasta. I got that brand right there, and then I got this brand right here. Both boxes of pasta are empty into the pot. Here's our seasoning mixes. I got the water turned up to, the heat, I should say, turned up to 7. And I'm gonna get these noodles cooked up real good.
Okay, I have seen many things from Cobra, but this is a start. I mean, firstly, we've got the box just in the can, in the rubbish bin, and we just got an aerial view of it. That's great. And then he pans over to what looks like disease. What is that? That's supposed to be the pasta, because you barely see it underneath the foot shavings or whatever that is. What is in there? And why is it floating? Oh, and the pan, it's like it's sticking to... Oh my god, no. I don't know what this is and I'm scared.
The pan's a little dirty because I boiled eggs out of it yesterday, but it's fine. I'm the one eating it, so I'm not tripping out about it. But yeah, we're going to boil up these noodles real quick. We're not going to drain all the water, but we're going to let these noodles cook for a bit. And
okay, well, now we know what the floaties are. It's yesterday's cooked egg. He's got yesterday's aged ancient egg in his pasta water, and it's just floating on there. And he's just like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm the one eating it. He's gonna get food poisoning at some point. You cannot tell me he hasn't had food poisoning yet.
it should not take long for these pasta noodles to cook up. Once the water gets to a certain level, that's when I'll add a little bit of mustard, a little bit of ranch, and a little bit of mayo, just to give it some consistency and stir it up real good. And then when it's nice and creamy with the sauce, then I'm going to mix in the those 2 cheese powders that came with those boxes right there. So if you don't have hamburger for those 2 recipes, don't worry about it. You know, it's still basically something to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go. We're back with the angles again. What better than just to deep throat Cobra's clogged pores? It's fantastic. I love it every time. It wouldn't be a video without it. He was also yapping on about ranch, mustard, and mayo in his pasta. Mayo, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about drenched pasta, soggy mayo, mustard, ranch combination. It just doesn't sound good.
And you can see the steam starting to rise. Basically, here, we'll speed things up, turn it on to high for a minute, just till the water starts to bubble and boil. I know y'all like my cooking videos, so why not, right? And while that's boiling, go over to my YouTube here. I'm gonna upload another video. Let's see.
Yeah, you see that? Clogged pores. It feels like a violation seeing him this up close. Like, why is his camera quality so bad and so good at the same time? He's so random too. Like, he's just explaining to us what he's doing when his pasta boils.
Oh, while it does that, well, we turned over here to, oh yeah, look at that, starting to bubble up. Yeah, buddy. We'll let that water boil for a little bit longer, then we're gonna add all our sauces to it. And you wanna add your sauces before you add the powder. The sauce, when it mixes with the water, will liquefy, but then as the water boils down, it'll congeal. Yeah. I mean, if you like mustard, then it, right? Like I'm almost out of mustard, and I'm like, well, I gotta find a way to just get rid of it here. Oh, I'll get it later.
He's putting straight mustard in the boiled pasta water. What the actual? There's no way of saving this. Like, you can call a priest out to bless it, and it still wouldn't, nothing would work. Nothing. He lost me at the 2-day-old egg pan, and he's chucking straight mustard in the water.
I'm gonna bring that down to a 4. Whoa. There we go. Now that it's starting to bubble and boil like that, yeah. Bring that back down to a 4 now that it's boiling. Okay, that's the rest of my mustard right there. And take all that mustard that I just poured in there, stir it around. And there isn't a whole lot of mustard in there. It's probably just going to be enough for a little bit of flavor. Now let's add some ranch to it.
Oh my god. He almost burnt the house down. Brings it down to a 4. Like, that's gonna do anything. And then the mustard proceeds to add more. It goes clumpy and just adds ranch. As a certified yapper, I've got no idea what to say about this. YouTube banned him, right? Is he banned? It must be. He's got to be banned at some point. With everything he's saying and doing, there's no doubt about it. I'm gonna get myself banned. This has to stop.
Yeah, it looks a little funky when you're mixing it up and what have you, but it'll taste good. Yes, it's well. Yes, it's well. It's already starting to get pretty thick. Yeah, buddy. And now we're gonna throw in some of that mayo. Looking good on that. All right, so now I'm gonna put the ranch. Actually, we might add just a little bit more ranch to it. Actually, you know what? No, that's enough ranch. I think you grab some of this Kraft mayo. Just getting stuff all over the stove, aren't I? Now the combination of that ranch and that mayo is gonna give this a really nice creamy. It's gonna give my noodles a nice creamy texture. Mmm.
He hasn't washed his hands in about 4 years. No, he hasn't showered in about 4 years. There's no the mayo, and it's as he stirs it, you can see it like being all flaky, clumpy. Like it doesn't mix with the water because those are like 400 different universal components that he's trying to incorporate into one pan. Someone in the last Cobra video commented that I have to give one of his recipes a go. It was the nachos, and I do really want to get into that, and I will definitely get to it, so stay tuned for that. But this concerns me. Like, I'm gonna burn my house down. I'm gonna get sick. I'm not eating it. There's no way I'm eating it.
But yeah, that's enough mayonnaise. Fucking stir that shit up in there. We're gonna incorporate all of that in here. Trying to stir it without making a mess. Now you see, just after adding the ranch and the mayo, you know what I'm saying, it's giving you a really nice thick consistency. You can see the noodles are starting to cook in that. And those condiments. Yeah, don't be afraid to use condiments for your pasta game, YouTube. You got a favorite condiment you like to use on your burgers or your hot dogs?
Yeah, because he just casually stirs what looks like throw up and proceeds to give advice. Don't be afraid to put your favorite condiment into your pasta. What does he get to in his free time that makes him think that this is okay? Just add your favorite condiment to your pasta water.
So we're gonna let that cook for a bit longer before we add the powder mixes to it. But look at that, YouTube. Look at that. You see it starting to congeal. Oh, how does this smell? Oh, YouTube. This smells really good. I'm liking this. Need a little bit of seasoning. And then the seasoning is just gonna be a little bit of salt and sugar. We're not gonna use a whole lot of that. We don't wanna make our pasta too cholesterol-y, but a little bit of seasoning won't hurt. So I got a Ziploc bag with salt and sugar in it. It's what I use to season my beef. Seasoning your frozen patties with a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar. It's pretty good actually. And maybe a little bit of pepper too if you're feeling adventurous. Okay, that's good enough.
I'm leaving. He just, no, who seasons with salt and sugar? He's got a bag full of salt and sugar. And my favorite part about it is he stuck his fingers in there and licked it clean. This is about the worst recipe we've done on him. I know I said that in like every video. This is it though. How does he even get to this? How do you get to the point where you mix salt and sugar in a bag? What made you do that?
That's enough salt and pepper. I mean, did I say salt and pepper? Blah. Salt and sugar, there we go. That's enough salt and sugar. Yeah, see, now giving it a minute to cook like this, you can see the ranch, the mustard, and the mayo have congealed quite nicely. Let that cook for just a bit longer, and then we're gonna add our seasoning packets. That's gonna be the cheesy sauce right there, that orange stuff, and then this is gonna be what looks like a beef flavored sauce. So I got a cheesy beef flavored sauce combination going here. Bubble, bubble, toil in trouble. Like a cauldron, it bubbles. I love Halloween. Yes. Yes.
What was that? What did I just watch? He just did a ritual. He's doing rituals in the middle of his video. I don't think I've never seen anything like this ever. Like that was his ritual right there. He did some. I don't know where Halloween came from either. Like, how was that relevant in the pasta recipe? I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's what, okay, you see how it's starting to bubble really good? And the noodles are starting to surface. Okay. Now would be an excellent time to add the powders. Powder mixes are in there. Now what we're going to do is take those pasta powders and really stir them up in here. Stir up the pasta in a circle, stir it to the left, stir it to the left. And unfortunately, if you don't have like milk or something, you're gonna get these little cheesy chunks of powder that congeal together. Do what you can to like break those up.
I love how he's saying the pasta is surfacing. That's because it's plotting its next escape plan. The clumps of cheesy powder stuff, that's my favorite. That just adds to the flavor, because you're going to get a mouthful and just have that cheese clump. Ooh, 5-star.
I mean, I'm not a 5-star chef, but I can cook. I can throw something together and make something out of it, you know. And 9 times out of 10, you know, I'll make something that's pretty good. I've only had like 1 or 2 meals that I made myself where I'm like, you know.
9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. He's not keeping count, is he? Because I've counted not even a singular one. What recipe was so bad that even he went, this is not working? How bad could it have been for him to reject the recipe? I don't want to know. Never mind. You know what? It's better not to know. Some things are best left unknowable. Is that the right word? I don't know. Whatever. I'm scared.
Well, it looks like I might need a bowl. Or a plate or some shit. Hold on a second, YouTube. I gotta wash the bowl out real quick. Okay, we got a clean bowl here. I don't want to make a bigger mess on the stove. Let's see how I did though. Oh yeah, look at that steam. Look at that steam action. Oh yeah. Whoa. I almost dropped it. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Now just imagine all of that pasta ended up on the floor and you couldn't eat it. Oh, that would be awful. Speaking of the conjuring, right? I've been saying he should be in a horror movie. He owns the horror movie. He's got what looks like, what's that doll? There's a horror movie of a doll. I know it. That is it at the back. That's it right there. He owns a haunted doll. He owns a doll. It's just sitting there.
This right here. Oh yeah, this right here is delicious. Oh, I gotta have one more bite. One more bite for the camera. Well, I think I did pretty good with this random ass dish that I made here. Well, that's it for my cooking video. Y'all saw how I made that deliciousness right there. This is KingCobraJFS with another cooking video. Thank you all for watching.
Okay, well, that was it. That was it. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was terrible cooking and a horror movie mixed into one. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Not with Cobra. We're ditching him now. Never watching him again.